And we're live. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I saw Aggie and DC already quarreling in the chat. How's everybody doing? Today we are going to be continuing with the build that we started technically 2 weeks ago, but we didn't actually get to start assembling it until last week, the Engravinator. We spent about 2 hours last week, and the majority of the time went to trying to square this frame, which I wasn't happy with even after the amount of time we spent on stream. So after the stream ended, when I got home that night, I probably spent another hour on it, and it's as close as I can get it. Like, if you can hear it, there's a hair of wobble, but I don't think I can get it any better. Like, I built it on this tile, I used the machinist square, and I checked. I actually sent a video of that to the creator of this project, and he said, yeah, that's way good, or way more than enough as far as the squaring needs to go. So I'm happy with that. We also did the majority of the x-axis last week, which turned out really good. The issue we had on the first build was the PLA, either the printer itself or just going with PLA. The tolerances are pretty tight on these parts, and it was not liking any clamping force at all. So I reprinted them all in PTG, and they've had a much easier time biting down onto the parts without damaging the printed parts. So today we are going to be hopefully finishing most all of the hardware. We'll finish the y-axis, which is pretty quick. We'll get this mounted. Probably get the motors mounted as well, and then we probably won't do very much of the wiring today. We'll just see how it goes. I need to still solder all the components onto the board, so we're not in a rush today. We'll see how much we can get done. Let me see what's going on in chat really quick here. Hey, Thomas is here. How's it going? G Funny's here. Lisa's here. Alien's here. What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Trying to think of what else has been going on. I've been doing a ton of printing over the last couple of weeks, which has been exciting. For being a 3D printing primarily channel, I haven't gotten to do nearly as much printing in 2021. I didn't do nearly as much printing as I've done in the past couple of weeks. So we're making good progress on the switch wire. All of the accent parts are printed except for there's one little belt piece that called for 2 that I didn't see. So I have this out so I can print out another one. We're doing all of the main parts now. I did decide after doing some thinking though that for this switch wire build, we're actually going to be installing it 100% per what's included with the LDO kit that I got. So I printed out the faceplate for the stealth burner, but we're gonna install the afterburner at least initially, and then that way I can kind of talk about the kit, because I don't want to add anything that's going to potentially add complication to the build right away, because I want to see how the experience is of building the switch wire with all the things that come in the kit, and I don't want myself to make it more complicated. And then also for anyone that does, with the Voron 0.1 live stream, I still get quite a few messages of people watching that, and so for people that do buy this kit after the fact, I want them to be able to follow along and get where they need to go and not have, custom things along the way. So we're definitely going to be installing the stealth burner. Afterwards, I'm probably going to throw in something like an LGX and either a Revo or a Rapido hot end, I think. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything that's been going on here. What's everyone else been up to? I know, Lisa, it sounds like you made some progress on the FISEC Bear. I did see that another part got damaged, but it sounds like you're at least making progress, which is good. Alien, I think you're back up in printing. G Funny, you were working on the, oh, why is it slipping my brain right now? Salad fork? That doesn't sound right. The Voron 0.1 and 2.4 hybrid, which I don't think is called salad fork. I think salad fork is a small trident. Oh man, it's slipping my mind right now. But have you started that? And then DC, I think you're back up in business. Let's do a quick little look at the instructions here. Let's see, desktop. I'm actually gonna move you guys over here for a second. Okay, so this is, I'm a little bit ahead. We are on the x-axis. So I was trying to power through some of this last week. We definitely got done with that. We got done with this. And so I think we're on just the bottom of this page, which is the front and back plate of the X carriage. And yeah, then we're onto the y-axis. So we're gonna start there. I already took out all the parts just to sort of help speed things up a little bit, and I'm not digging through parts the whole time. Let me put the frame over here. But yeah, we should get pretty much done with this today. Y-axis looks pretty simple, even though I'm saying that, so see if I don't eat my words, but it's not a very long section. The key thing is just the movement check, making sure we don't have any binding, which hopefully we don't. And then I'm thinking we'll also be able to mount the motors and belts, and then we'll probably leave off somewhere here today, but we'll see. Like I said, I've got time today, so we can see how far along we're able to get. Let me go really quick to the Sony cam. Put this here. I lost chat. Where did you guys go? Micron. Oh my god. I don't know why I couldn't remember it. It's probably easier to remember than salad fork. Hey, Asker's here. How's it going? Okay, so let's see. Let's get started here. I think I'll probably have you guys looking at the side cam. I think this is probably the most exciting view for today, or at least right now. So we are on the bottom part of here, and we need to insert. We need 510 millimeters of the GT2 belt, which I think that this is the last thing we need belt for, so we probably could just use all of it, but let me chop it down to like maybe 600 millimeters, so that way it's not in the way. It's roughly 300, put my thumb there. It doesn't need to be exact, because we'll be chopping off more in a little while. I'm getting pretty excited to do the switch wire build after this. We're getting closer. I think we probably will have this. I don't see how we wouldn't have this build done next week. And then I don't know if I want to do one stream where we just kind of hang out and check out the laser in between that and starting the switch wire. But after that, we should pretty much be able to do like at least an unboxing. Yeah, that's plenty. At least an unboxing of the switch wire. Man, my allergies have been brutal today. An unboxing of it and kind of first look at all the parts, and then maybe start right after that. Is it a Marmor table? This is a Brewer, I think. Brewer cart. Let me see. Brewer. Oops. Brewer cart. Maybe I did it wrong. Yeah, brewer utility cart. I love these things. I'll post a shot of it. The only thing different, so this one doesn't have. There's actually doors you can get for them too, and so I have 5 of these carts because of how small this space is. Everything has to be mobile, so I often will shift things around as needed. But 2 of them have doors on them, so that way I can hide the mess. And then a few are open. Like I've got the LDO switchwire kit down here in a box, so I like having them open on a couple, because for parts that don't fit fully inside of them, they can just kind of hang off the edges. But yeah, they're awesome. And then this is just a slab of marble that I picked up from Home and Decor, Home and Floor, Tile and Floor, Floor and Decor. I think that's the one. Yeah, we originally got this for the Voron Zero, and it's been pretty great. Got the LGX light mounted and working on designing a PCB mount for my clipper can tool headboard. Oh, nice. Is there an open source one that everyone's using? I know that, oh, Luke, that name sounds right, posted them. And I don't know if they were his design or if there's an open source design that people are using. Just got off a call with Fabrico. Oh, nice. Is everything going good over there, DC? I was working out, so just ignore DC. Hey, Pi, how's it going? Cool, okay. So, yeah, I love the, Bror. These carts are amazing. They have another, I actually need a zip tie. They have another version of them as well that's a little bit bigger, I think, but it's not on wheels or casters. And so for me, wheels is a must. Like I've sort of made it a rule. It might change once we have more space, but because of lack of space, like almost everything I get needs to be on wheels just so that way I can easily move it. It says to basically just wrap this up and put a zip tie on it. That's probably, we'll just do it like this. Just to keep it out of the way for now. What's, anyone that knows, which I'm assuming DC and G Funny probably do since they have at least a few, and you guys are, I think it's safe to say LGX fanboys. What's the key difference between the light and the full-size LGX? I know price point, I believe, is like $100 versus, my nose, versus $60 roughly. But I don't know if the difference is like, I think on the LGX Lite, they have an option where you can get it with a motor or without, but is it like the gear ratio is different? I don't really know what the difference is other than price, and one's called the Lite. Huvid, okay, and Luke just opened pre-orders. Is Luke the creator of it though? Or is he a reseller? I know he resells things, but I just don't know, is he also the creator of that particular board? Oh yes, I'm just needy. Okay, cool. So we were going to start off with putting this part in. Let me see if I put this down a little bit. I want you guys to be able to see. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Is the focus okay? It looks like autofocus. I think it's okay. It looks okay now. Eventually, I think, not here, but eventually I think I will have the live stream hooked up to a bigger screen. Right now it's really small. I mean, in my view, I'm watching the live stream in probably a 4x6 inch little window. And I think it'd be nice to have it on a bigger screen just so I can really see what you guys are seeing and make sure everything looks good. But in good time, we've made a lot of, I think, good progress in just the last couple of months here since we started. Oh, reseller, okay. Who makes those boards? Because I did see somebody, I think someone posted a video on them. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I did see it come up, I think, on Twitter. Come on. I'm trying to get this belt all the way in, but it's sticking out a little bit. It's probably gonna be fine once I pressure clamp whatever on there. Oh, nice. I actually did a little bit of digging the other day. I'm trying to actually build some stuff here while I talk, but so regarding the stealth burner, I know that it's definitely still in beta. I think it's beta 4. Don't quote me on it though, I don't really remember. Do we know how far it is away from like its final release? And because it seems like it's really solid from everything I'm seeing, but I just, you know, again, I don't know how far away it is or if there's even been mention. Okay, so this part needs to go on top with the belt sticking out towards the right like this. gonna have to put some oil or some lube on these smooth rods when we're all done. I think that's the main reason why it's not super smooth. Okay, bond us on GitHub. I think the light is a smaller motor and just packaged in a smaller package. Gotcha. Would you say it's worth getting the full-size LGX over the LGX Lite, or does the LGX pretty much get, you know, 95% of the performance of the larger one at, you know, quite a fraction of the price? I think it's, again, 60 versus 100. Okay, take the front plate, position it. We did place the X over the bearings, ensuring everything lines up nicely with the front plate. Okay. So we're gonna flip this like that. Everything looks pretty good on that side. And then on this side, we want like this. Okay. I need to hold this in place with one hand. I tagged you in a pic on Discord. Okay, I'll check. Give me 1 sec. Let me get these bolts in real quick. Okay, we did that. Insert the Insert the nuts into the hexagon recesses on the front plate. Wait, what? I see the hexagons for the nuts, but what I don't understand is, 1 second. Oh, I guess these parts just stick out. Okay. Okay, so we need M3x20s, which are the one bag from last time that had been pretty much wiped off. The last manual is version 1.05 beta, and some files show up as beta version 6. Okay, so there's definitely at least one other version. How small are the tweaks that they're doing though? Like, is it just tiny little things with like airflow or for printability? I mean, the main... Because I watched the release of it, and even like when they released beta 1 or whatever, it looked really good. So okay, the one thing I need right now is my... I'm gonna take this with me so I don't have to set it. Okay, so we are going to be inserting screws. If I just get 2 of these in, then I can let this plate go for a minute. I think light will cover most needs, not really needed, but I run the LGX on bigger machines and reserve the light for the smaller machines. Can't remember if I showed you, but I do have a testament. Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, RIP. I think it was a Rapido, right, that you had on it? Or maybe it wasn't. I know you replaced it with a Rapido. I can't remember if it was a Dragon or what you had on it initially, but yeah, I saw that was aggressive. Yeah, I definitely would say for when I do... Sorry, this thing is bugging me. When I do upgrade one of the Voron 0.1s, I'm definitely going to go with the LGX Lite because it's such a small machine, but I don't know if when I do the switch wire, which one I would go with. I'll probably end up going with the full-size LGX just because. Maybe I'll do a little bit of digging. Dragon high flow. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, RIP. Okay, so then there's little pockets here for these nuts. I'm just gonna do 2 of them and set it down. Has anyone seen the open source tool changer? The I believe it's pronounced the Jubilee, if I'm not mistaken. when I was looking into, okay, that's plenty tight for right now. I don't want to break it. When I was looking into the E3D tool changer, I mean, a long time ago, I mean, probably close to a year ago, I happened to stumble across it, and it looks pretty awesome. Basically, from what I remember, it's like a fully open source tool changer, and if I'm not mistaken, oh wow, it slides much better now. If I'm not mistaken, I just saw the LDO, I think, made a kit for it, or at least a motion kit. Let me check Discord really quick. Gee, funny. Show off your projects. Whoa. Holy crap. That is small. That has to be the LGX Lite, right? And, damn. That's a really nice photo, too. For anyone that wants to see this. Oh man, it won't let me copy it. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if this will work, but let's try it. This is the LGX Lite that G-Funny took a photo of. It looks awesome. You need to promote this channel on your other channel's video. Only 730 subs is in your... Oh, that was one of the things I wanted to say too. Real quick, Sony Cam. So we did hit 700 subscribers, which is awesome. Thank you, everyone. I mean, this channel is, I think now 3 months and some change old. So that is really exciting. I mean, we started off with the initial video I made promoting this channel at like 150 subs or 200. So I'm super excited that we crossed 700. The Discord is also getting very, very close to 800 Discord members, which is crazy awesome too. I go through phases as far as how active I'm able to be in the Discord, but I do my best to at least try to keep up with discussion and things like that. So I think we're getting close to the 1 year anniversary of the Discord. So 800 subs in 1 year, or 800 subs, 800 members over there in 1 year is awesome. And then in follow up to what, sorry, it was Nice 3DP said, I am making an effort to try to mention this channel a bit more on the main channel. Like this next Saturday's video on the ModBot channel is the review of the Ender 7. And in that video, allergies. In that video, I show, I think, a screenshot of this stream or the Ender 7 stream, and then mention this channel saying to go to subscribe. So I am slowly trying to push, or at least get the word out that, hey, like, we do a weekly stream. The main reason, I'm losing my mind, my nose. I took an allergy pill. I've been blowing my nose all morning, and it's been bad. Anyways, the main reason why I didn't push it or promote it more heavily was because I wanted to make sure that this was something I was going to be sticking with long term. I've mentioned it quite a few times that, like, when I started this channel, I pretty much used a lot of what I already had. And since then, like, this camera is new. I think this cart is new. We've definitely done some upgrades to the stream. And so now that it's been 3 months and a little bit more that we're consistently doing it, and like, I don't plan on stopping, like, this is part of my weekly routine and I love doing now. Now I feel more comfortable with, you know, dropping it here or there, more so in videos on that channel, because this is something that I plan on continuing to do, because again, it's a ton of fun and it's just a way different feel than doing the normal videos on that channel. So, I think it says DC. What did DC say? DC with a $20 tip. Thank you so much. Wednesday night, get Aaron and I's dinner fun. I don't think I want to see ModBot Kitchen. Thank you. I did show you, but we did end up going out. I think most everyone in chat was here last week, but thank you to everyone that donated last week. Me and Aaron and I think is proper English, went and picked up our marriage license for our wedding that's coming up in 2 months. And a lot of you donated together so that we can go out to dinner, and I took her out to a pizza place that has been around since, I think it opened in 1980, and it's one of her favorite places that I've taken her. So we had a great time, and thank you again, everyone. Both myself and Aaron were very, very excited. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Nice 3DP is that I haven't been promoting this channel like crazy because I just wanted to focus on this, working on stuff, figuring out projects, making videos, seeing how it was going to go, because this is just such a new thing to me. I've been making YouTube videos for a very long time. I have not been doing live streams for a very long time, and I definitely haven't been doing live streams that I think are good for a very long time. The previous ones on the original channel are like single camera, really shaky, old quality. So I'm trying to make it where it's something that I can be proud of, which I have been really proud of what we've been doing here. So yeah, that's rant on that. Small changes in design and airflow. Most new parts are not compatible. Oh man. Wait, most new parts are not compatible with the latest updates. Gotcha. Mostly minor stuff. I have seen the Jubilee. There's a Voron tool changer in the works too. Is there really? God, it's so exciting. Like it's it's super exciting that there's all these printers, but at the same time, it's like the second I start, Lisa, I think, Lisa, with a $10 tip, keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Lisa. You are awesome. I really appreciate it. We might have to wait on dinner till tomorrow. I definitely was hungry last night, and Little Caesars had like a buy a pizza, get a pizza. So I had pizza for dinner and pizza for breakfast. So we've got a lot of pizza still. Gosh, I can't even. What'd you say? The 40. That we can do. I'm sure Erin is always up for a beer, especially when she gets home from work. So we will definitely grab, I don't know about 40 ounces anymore, but we'll grab something. Thanks, G-Funny. You guys are awesome. So yeah, what I was getting at was, first off, I didn't know that that's the first I've heard that there's a tool changer Voron coming out. I know that there's been a Voron IDEX in the works, which I think is super exciting. I hope, my biggest issue with IDEX machines is typically calibration is kind of a nightmare on a lot of them. At least that's been my experience with most. This cheap, it's like $600 for an IDEX, which is inexpensive compared to what they can go for. This WeDo very much so impressed me compared to some of the very expensive IDEX machines I've seen. They've got an auto leveling probe on one head, and the UI that's baked into here does a really good job of helping you fairly easily align the offsets of the two heads, so I really like that. But a Voron tool changer or a Voron IDEX sounds amazing, so I will definitely be looking out for that. Sorry, most new parts are not compatible with BETA's. Oh, Beta 0 design. Gotcha. Okay. So from there to now, they're not super compatible, but from like version Beta 5 to Beta 6, it's probably super similar. Yeah, that's a kick-ass photo. Gee, funny. Is that just from your phone, or is that with a bigger camera? For how small, I mean, for that being a quarter, the detail is really, really nice. Let's see. Oh man, I missed a ton of chat. Okay, I'm gonna haul through this. I got my first LGX Lite 2 weeks ago. Really nice, but really overpriced in Europe. That sucks. Do you know what it converts to and what you paid for it compared to what it goes for here? Because I think it's 60 here. I think it's 60 here. I'm not, that sounds right. Asker Pie, thank you for the mucus update. Your videos are great. Thank you, Pie. I really appreciate that. Little Caesars is not pizza. Erin would say the same thing. She doesn't really like Little Caesars pizza. To be fair, the only reason I got it was we have T-Mobile, I have forever. And T-Mobile every Tuesday has their T-Mobile Tuesday thing where there's like coupons. And so yesterday I was sitting here hungry and my phone notified me that it was T-Mobile Tuesday, and I opened it up and happened to see it. But I agree, Little Caesars was what I got in high school. There was one right across the street that we used to skateboard over to, and just to get like the cheapest pizza for $5, hot and ready, and we'd sit outside with like a big thing of soda. And yeah, it's definitely not quality pizza, but there's sometimes it could be good. Oh, Iggy's already out. All right, Iggy, thanks for stopping by, man. Let's see. Bye, Iggy boy. Hey, Jacob's here. Later, good call. Okay, all right, we're gonna Google Pixel 6 Pro. Man, it looks really good. I'm tempted to update to something. We've got iPhone XRs, which are, we just did payments on them instead of buying them outright because I was like, well, whatever. I don't think they like charge any interest. You just pay it divided, but it's been 3 years and they're paid off. So I'm like, maybe it's time to upgrade, but I actually really like the iPhone XR and I don't know what I would go to from there. Yeah. But I mean, I will say that camera quality looks superior to what the XR can produce. Okay, all right, let's continue on. I love the distractions. Let's get a little progress here. Little Caesars is fine, but it's only fine because of how cheap it is. Yeah, Little Caesars is definitely, like, compared to the pizza we ate last week when we went to the pizzeria out here last Wednesday, it's completely different. I love pizza though. When me and Aaron started dating, I was working, I was like bar backing / helping out bartending and bussing at a sports bar. And it was a pizzeria on one side / sports bar on the other side. And it was Chicago like themed, and the owner was from Chicago. And it's just crazy like how many different types of pizzas there are. I mean, we had like the deep dish, more pie style, and then the super thin crust. But yeah, we definitely love ourselves some pizza here. I don't discriminate on pizza. I love all. We don't discriminate on pizza. Granted, some pizzas are better than others, absolutely, but we pretty much like most pizzas here. Pie. Yes, we actually are building something. I almost forgot for a second too. I think my biggest concern, so like, I'm not worried about like the mechanical side of things because it's super similar to a 3D printer build. I think the main concerns I have are gonna be possibly wiring. I've just never wired in a laser before. And then the stepper motors, because these stepper motors are actually ripped off of an old 3D printer, I don't know the pinout of them. And so that I'm a little bit curious as to how, I shouldn't be tightening them without doing them all. I'm a little bit curious to see how that goes. If I'm able to just plug them in and they work, or if I'm gonna be having to swap around pins. That's pretty smooth, considering that there's these, I don't think there was any grease on these when I got them. My weakness is meat. Anything with meat is my go-to. It's funny, I'm actually, so don't get me wrong, I like meat pizza, but my parents are pretty like healthy people, like healthy eaters. Like my dad's exercised nearly like every day for the 40 years. Well, I was gonna say for the 40 years I've known him, but I'm not even 40, I'm almost 30. But like, they're both very healthy, and so they raised me a lot on even veggie pizzas, so I can get down with a really good veggie pizza. I actually really enjoy that. But my go-to for the last probably 2 to 3, maybe 2 to 4 years has been pepperoni, pineapple. If you don't like pineapple on pizza, you're wrong, and bacon. And sometimes a little bit of jalapenos if I'm feeling crazy. But yeah, I know people feel really strong about either they love pineapple on pizza or they think that it's the weirdest, grossest thing, but I absolutely love the I love the bit of sweetness. Keeping your eyeballs would be concerns I have. Yeah, the cool thing about this one, so one, because I work, like my day job now is working for Lightburn, I'm doing a lot more laser stuff, which I am really excited that we're moving also because of that, because I can only do so much lasering in my living room before it's just not safe. But I am excited because of how small this is and the fact that it's enclosed on all sides, but the bottom one, like you basically place it on top of your workpiece, that that it should be safer to use inside. And it has a fan on the back that will pull any smoke through a carbon filter, so it should be much better than these open platform diode lasers that they're awesome because they're so big and they're fairly inexpensive, but they're definitely what I wouldn't describe the safest or indoor friendly. Definitely couldn't be me. Bacon is life. Yeah, I freaking love bacon, man. We haven't made, I was making BLTs here for like a while. We're like hit or miss on cooking. We do really good, and then all of a sudden it's like we're eating out, and I don't know. But yeah, I love me some bacon. Yeah. Getting hungry just thinking about it. Well, this, for how much pressure it felt like that part had, it went together very nicely. Again, I think it's the PETG. If we were still using the PLA, I don't think this would be going together nearly as nicely, but the PETG and that little bit of flex it gives is just really perfect for something like this. And it's like, oh, I was gonna say it's so smooth, but it is, I mean, it's smooth. That's good, all right. Sweet. Only if crispy, soggy bacon is horrendous. Soggy bacon sounds terrible. That sounds gross. Well, I guess like, so sometimes if you take bacon out of like grease right away, then it can have a little bit of sogginess to it. But yeah, generally speaking, we like most foods a little bit crispier here. So yeah, definitely bacon with a bit of crispness. But I agree. Well, Lisa's saying that bacon makes you happy. It's a scientific fact. And I don't have the science or I don't have the testing data, but I wouldn't doubt that. I will say though that even the smell of bacon to me makes you happy. I love the smell of bacon. It's absolutely just like, oh, you guys are, come on. Now I'm hungry. Oh man. Okay, so we are done. Tighten the bolts, that's it. Two opposing sides. Cool. Awesome. So we are now moving on to the y-axis. For that, it says, let's see, let's put this off to the side for a second here. Okay, it says we need height tool. Oh, that's what this is for. This is so that way you get the these little mounting points, right? I thought this was a height tool for the focus of the laser. That doesn't actually make any sense considering that everyone's probably using their different lasers with this. There's no real like use this laser. There's just some basic requirements as far as like the style of laser you want, but I guess this must be to measure the extrusions and mount these accordingly. So let's see, reminder that the M5 by 10 millimeter bolt and post-assembly spring nut from the full kit may be visually different than what is shown here. Okay, so this next section says we need 4 rod holders, which are these guys, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need M5 by 10 millimeter bolts. M5 by 10, that's this bag, I think, right? Yep, we'll take them out. How many of these? We need 8 of these. That's what I enjoyed about my cruise, unlimited bacon. Sounds amazing. I've actually never been on a cruise, believe it or not. And I've traveled quite a lot. My mom is from Sweden. Like first generation, moved here when she was 19, where she met my dad. And when I was younger, I haven't gone since I was probably 13 or 14, but when I was younger, we used to go every 3 or 4 years for like 3 months. And so traveling is something I've done a lot. For some reason, my family just never did cruises. And I will say with all of the like virus stuff going on right now, and like when it initially happened, seeing cruises stuck in ports for like, I think some of them were stuck for weeks. I'm a little bit skeptical to go on a cruise right now, but anyone I know that's been on a cruise has said it's been like a ton of fun. So I wouldn't say that I'd be against going on a cruise. Oh my God, look at how, these are some greasy, is it on autofocus? No, it's not, it keeps doing that. It's so weird. Oh, you know what? It's probably because of me. Now it's on autofocus. Dirty fingers? There we go. Yeah, I would like to go on a cruise though. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Okay, so we've got 8 of those. We need 8 of these spring nuts that DC taught me can be popped in. Just needs a little bit of convincing. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, now that I made you extra hungry, I gotta dip out. That's jacked up, Alien. I see how it is, man. Just kidding. No worries, man. Have a great day. Alien, don't get bacon in Europe. It's not crispy. It's good, but not the same. Turkey bacon is not bacon. I will agree with that. I've had, trying to be healthier at certain times, we tried switching out ground beef for ground turkey, and we've also tried turkey bacon. It can like scratch the craving, but it is definitely not a one-to-one, not even close. It's great right now because there's more staff than passengers, so you have like 3 staff for every passenger. Disney's amazing, even for just adults. Definitely a great time. Okay, for right now, see you guys later. Boss. Oh, snap. Yeah, go, Alien. I didn't know you were at work, man. Don't get in trouble. Okay. We need 2 of the rods, M3 nuts, 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and oops, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then M3 by 14, 4 of them. We may have a giveaway coming up. For anyone that missed it, I don't know when it was. I think it was probably when we were unboxing the Ender 3S1. Wham Bam popped in and said they would be up to do some sort of a giveaway, which I have not contacted them because I'm terrible and just trying to stay afloat in terms of like projects and whatnot. But another company, I won't say more than that, but another company did say that they would be willing to do something. Basically, we'd start the stream off kind of showing off one of their products, and they would have, I think, 2 additional ones that I can give away. All I'm gonna say is that they're small, they'll work with most 3D printers, and it's kind of cool. So we'll see. When I have more info, I'll let you guys know, but I haven't been putting my foot on the gas trying to figure out giveaway things, but I'm definitely not against the idea of it, especially on this live stream thing. I think it could be really cool and yeah, and fun. So it is something that I am still open-minded to and kind of have a few little things in the work. Okay, it says we need our previously assembled frame, so we will grab that from the chair. I'm gonna try to have it where I have the least wobbly side downwards. I sometimes wonder if you guys definitely have certain similarities, man, as far as likes, and I would even argue that the vibe I get from sort of personality-wise, maybe you guys are like long-lost brothers or something like that. Chief Funny just said my brother from another mother. Yeah. Lenny's a pixel, and I wouldn't do that. Oof. Okay, so it says on each of the upright 2020 extrusions, these are the Z-axis. Okay, so I have it correctly. And I think this is how I'm gonna have. Let me see. Can I get you guys further out? Let's see. 1 second, guys. There's only so much desk space here. Let's see. Start off with that. I think that's a. Go down a little. Cool. There's definitely like a shock absorber, and I see when I move it that the camera kind of like slowly pans itself. It's weird. I like it though. So these beams being upright is the correct orientation, and it says in each of the upright 2 extrusions, insert 2 of the spring nuts into the channel on the inner edge. So that should be like inside here. So the sections, Yeah, so like here, this inside point, which you can't see because my head's in the way, that inside point, so like the very inside point, you'll see it in a second. I think it's easier to demonstrate than try to explain. And it looks like they have like this. Well, that didn't go down. Oh man. Okay, let's try this again. If you'd like some more giveaways, I'd love to add some socks to the mix. That would be super fun, Thomas. I would love to do that. You guys are awesome. Okay, let me figure it all out. I definitely would like to do something for hitting 1,000 on this channel. Like, I think that on the main Modbot Army channel, can this go through? Or am I... Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. I wasn't thinking with what I just did. Oh! Oh, I did it again. I forgot that you don't, oh my God. I'm trying to drop them in from the top. You don't have to do that. I just said that out loud too. Okay, let me try to get this one out that I freaking wedged in there. I'm so used to, I don't know if it's the War on Zero that gave me like some kind of PTSD with these things, but like, I'm so used to having to, I can take off this, yeah, I'll just do that. I'll take off this one bolt. I don't know why I did that. I just said out loud that DC taught me that. Anyways, regarding giveaway things, there's a couple things I'd like to do. So for the one that I'm currently working on, the one that I've currently had some brief discussion on, I think I would like to do that before 1,000, because it's something that, I don't know, I don't really have a good reason. I just would like to do it before 1,000, so that way, like, even on a stream like today, we would just do the giveaway. One second, I'm... Not my favorite of today. Yeah, but okay, so that one I would like to do before, if I can get the green light from this company. And then after that, I think I would like to start orchestrating something for, come on, for the 1,000 subs, which might take a little bit too, and I'm not, I can't multitask to save my life. Jeez. I think I can multitask, but I can't. Let's see, let me put this bolt back in. Let's actually go like this. I like to add a, oh my gosh. I didn't even see that, DC. Wow, I'm sorry, DC, I completely missed yours. I'll just mooch off these giveaways. Yeah, let's, let me do some thinking. I would like to do that at 1,000 on this channel, and I'd like to at least schedule that a couple of weeks out, so that way I can post it in a couple of places and make an announcement video on the main channel. Maybe not a full video, but just saying, hey, we're doing a giveaway. Make sure, like, you know, it's kind of like a final, like, get over here. But yeah, that sounds awesome. I can ping you guys later on, or I'll figure it out. I will get a hold of you guys. But yes, that sounds amazing. Anything that anyone's willing to contribute, I think everyone will be stoked. And yeah, that'd be rad. Hey, Local's here. I saw, what did you just post, Local? You did something recently that I thought was rad. I think. What did you post on Twitter recently? Was it a super cool model you did or something like that? Okay, so contrary, everything I did a moment ago was incorrect. So it needs to go in from the sides. So basically on the insides, so on the inside, on this inside, that inside, we need to drop these in place. So I'm just gonna show you guys. I mean, I know no one's building it along right now, but for future anybody that builds this, I want to help them. Okay. So this is what I'm doing, and I should have realized I just popped them in. But it's internet? Cool. Yeah, so on the insides of all of these. Lampshades, that's what you did. They look freaking awesome. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, they need to get their brakes changed. Yeah, local maker posted on Twitter a lampshade that he made for like a chandelier, and it looked freaking awesome. That's what it was. You guys won't really be able to see this for like a second, and then I'll change the camera up a little bit for you guys. It's nothing really that exciting. Or maybe it is super exciting, I don't know. Who am I to say that this isn't exciting? You guys might think this is crazy exciting. I'm just inserting these really quickly. Poorly inserting them. I'm gonna have to revisit most of them anyway in a second here to get them all the way in. All right. Outside. Oops. So I have a completely unrelated, oh, dude, wow, talking about spring nuts, this thing popped out. So a completely unrelated question for everybody here, which is, I think, appropriate. We were just talking about pizza, so might as well talk about something else that's not related. What is anybody here that watches shows, what is everybody watching? I'm not a big show person, like generally speaking. Well, I'm not really a big, like most of my watching is like YouTube related stuff per se, but there are some shows I like watching, and we started watching We're All Dead Here, I think is what it's called. It's like I apologize if I'm incorrect. I think it's a Korean show that is a Netflix original that they dubbed. Nope, they didn't dub. They subbed. No, they dubbed. They dubbed and subbed into English. And I've been really, really liking it. It's a zombie show, which I know some people are like, no, zombie shows, that's so overdone, but it's kind of unique in the sense of how they, in my opinion, like how they depict it. Oh my God, come on. Just curious what everyone else is watching, if you all are watching things. Okay, I got it in. I mainly watch Mod Pod Army. Get out of here, DC. I appreciate that, but that's not what I meant. Lampshades got bacon on the mind. Yeah, I probably will. It's 1 o'clock my time right now. I probably will by like 1:30 grab a cold slice of pizza. The Expanse. I haven't even heard of that. Aaron's been watching some show, I think called Ghosts, where there's like a girl that has a near-death experience, comes back to it, and so you can see ghosts that are in this like Airbnb that she's renting out. It's a comedy. What usually ends up happening is Aaron watches a ton of shows. Like we're pretty much opposite people, right? Like there's some overlap for sure, but we're very opposite. And so she's always watching shows, and like a lot of them I'm like, I don't care about this show. I'm not interested. I don't want to watch this show. But then I work here, right? And she usually watches over there. So like I overhear things as I'm working on projects, and then next thing I know, it's season 2 and I'm vested without even wanting to be vested into the show. So that's usually what ends up happening. She's actually been watching a lot of Frasier, the show from, I believe, the late 80s, early 90s, which isn't something I ever would have put on, but it's actually really, really good. Mostly anime and cartoons. What anime? I haven't been exposed to very much anime. The only anime things, like I didn't grow up with it. And to be perfectly honest, like when I was younger, I thought like anime was like this weird thing that, I don't know, not many people watched. And then I got exposed to some of it and was like, no, this is amazing. I love, and technically like I like Pokemon a lot, the show growing up. So I've been watching anime without realizing it. But the ones me and Aaron both really like are anything from Studio Ghibli or Studio Ghibli. I don't know how you pronounce it, but like Howl's Moving Castle, Totoro, Ponyo, any of those are amazing. Death Note was cool. I watched a little bit of Attack on Titan. But yeah, I haven't watched a whole ton. I've been binging lots of Star Trek. I haven't watched any Star Trek. I mean, maybe a little bit back in the day, but not a lot. The Expanse is really good. Huh, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, Erin likes Ghosts. It cracks her up. There's some parts that are really, really funny. Yeah, I was curious what everyone was watching. What does watch? Shaman King. Huh. That sounds familiar, but I can't picture what that is. VHI. Okay. Place, insert the two, and throw. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna insert in these guys. I'm trying to think if there's like any way I can show you. Maybe I go sideways like this. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Now, does it matter which way these go in? Make sure the hexagonal recess is facing down on each side. Okay, so it does absolutely matter which way it goes in. Okay, and it just wants us to put them in lightly so that way we can position them in a moment. Sorry, my head's gonna get in the way. It doesn't help that like I have a pretty big head too. I always feel like when we're live streaming, my head's always in the freaking way. Okay, so now it's still super loose, so you can slide it and we can position it in a second. But I'm gonna install all 4 of them, and then the only thing it's saying is that the side with the hexagon pattern, which is where the M3 nut's gonna go into, needs to be facing downward on all of them. Ghibli Rock, yeah, Ghibli's awesome. There's still quite a few that we need to watch, but we've liked all of them. There's also like on Netflix, Mary and the Witch's Flower was one that we watched that we really liked, and I think some of the people from Ghibli worked on that. And then we recently watched one that was like this girl turned into a cat. I can't remember what it was called. Whisked away. I don't know. It was on. Pretty sure it was on Netflix as well. I'm gonna angle this upright so I can see this really quick. Huh. Oh, I got it. I think. Yeah. All right, 2 done. Let's flip it over into the other side. It's actually easier to flip them like this, so that way you're screwing downward instead of, like, you're screwing into it with gravity versus trying to balance the screw. And then again, I just need to remember that the hexagonal pattern needs to be facing that way. 1883. Is 1883 the, like, aftermath of, there's a show, so I'm pretty sure it is. My uncle visited a couple weeks ago and was talking about a show called Yellowstone. And I'm pretty sure that 1883 is like a continuation of it, or like the before of that show. I'm pretty sure on the commercial for that it says like something Yellowstone on it. Aaron's mom has been wanting us to watch that. Ghibli's good. I would also recommend, yeah, Yellowstone. Okay, yep. It's with, Yellowstone's with the guy from Arrested Development, right? I can't think of his name. I'm terrible. I'm really good with faces. So like, I'll always remember a face and know a lot about the face, but I'm not good with names. It's never been my, my strong suit. I'm pretty sure it's with like one of the main brothers from Arrested Development. Castlevania is dark. Is Castlevania, is it based off of like the Castlevania game? I would also recommend Makoto Shinkai movie. Huh. I've never heard of it. I'm sure I butchered the pronunciation. Okay. So these are all in loose now. So we can flip this back over. And now it says, place the frame on a place the frame on a flat surface, and then take the height tool and place as shown under each of the rods. Okay, let me see if I can find a good photo. Wait, why don't I see? Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. So that's really nice, actually. Let me show you guys this really quick. So as I use the height tools, desktop, bam. So it just comes from the side of the extrusion and kind of hugs it, and then you just slide this down until it's touching the top side of it, and that's the correct height. It's nifty. Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner. Wait, that is not at all. That's not who I thought was in Yellowstone. I must be mixing up the other show my uncle told me about. The guy I thought, Arrested Development. I was thinking that it was Michael Bluth? No, Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman. That's who I was thinking was in it, but there must have been a different show that he was telling me about. Yeah, he told me about Ozark as well, and so Ozark is what I was mixing up with Yellowstone. My bad. Okay, height tool. Let's do this. So the height tool just goes on this side, so this needs to go up higher. Basically just hugs it, and it says to obviously have it on a flat surface, which I think that building this entire thing, you should probably do it on something like granite or marble or something that's going to be pretty flat, and then we will tighten it. I just converted my Sidewinder X2 to LGX. Damn, that's a hell of an upgrade. It worked well considering how much I had to change. I thought because the kit was for the X1 it would work. Nope. Oh man. Yeah, I've got someone, I don't know if it was artillery directly, but someone did reach out to me recently about reviewing one of those. I haven't responded to any company emails in probably like 2 weeks now. I feel really bad. Like I can't bring myself to answer emails a lot of times. Like obviously, you know, like I have the day job that I work from 8 to 2 almost all days, and then like the video, my weekly video and the stream takes priority after that. And then, yeah, the emails just kind of like sit. Sometimes I can get in like the zone and really knock out a bunch of emails, but I I just seem like I can never get ahead with emails. You clear them out, you feel good for like 10 minutes, and then you look the next day and you're like, what the heck? I thought I just did these, so I'm trying to get better at it. Yeah, I'm trying to get better at it. What are the, do you know the main changes between the X2 and the original? Because I like the original. I know that they went with a lot less aluminum, I believe, on the second one, and a lot more injection molded plastic, kind of like how their Genius printer is. Ozark is a great show as well. I might have to check it out. It's just convincing, convincing Aaron to watch it. Okay, last one. Freaking arm. If it's not my head blocking it, it's the arm. The top. Okay, the top is injection molded, yeah, it's like the Genius. But did they make any? Okay, gotcha. I wish they added like auto bed leveling or something like that. I mean, I think that it's a pretty solid unit. Like I know I've seen people having issues with them. That I will say, but I didn't experience them. The only issue I ever had on mine was the X-axis ribbon cable did go out on me. But I mean, that was after like 8 to 10 months of fairly consistent printing on it. And they included a spare, so I just popped in a replacement. I was good to go again. So to me, like it was, I liked the Volcano style heater block that they had, and that it was pretty easy to upgrade it to all metal by just switching, I can't even talk today, by switching out the heat break. I like my Center X2, my expectations were closer to a Chinese Prusa, but it's definitely not that, gotcha. Yeah, the changes over the X1 were more an evolution and not a totally new printer. Oh, it does have auto bed leveling. What does it use? Is it a sensor or is it a like physical BL Touch style probe? Yeah, the first one definitely didn't have it, or the Genius, because I had both of those. Okay, place the frame with the height tool, tighten. Cool, so we're good on that. Take each of the 250 millimeter rods and push them through the rod holders so that the holder is roughly in the middle of the rod. Okay. Should we do top-down view for this, just for a second? I line this camera for you guys. I always, before the stream starts, because this is like on a crazy swing arm, right? So I hit my head on it during the week because it sticks out, and like, so every time I'm in a stream before, I like take the time to position it. So like, we should probably at least use it for a sec here, just to, before I hit my head on it again after the stream ends. Okay, so we're just pushing the smooth rods through the piece that we just hopefully don't break. There we go. So it wants us to have them about halfway through. BLT clone style, I believe. Okay. That's cool. Well, then they did do at least a few decent changes to it. They're, I wish, well, I hope, maybe Artillery is working on their next generation. Why is the gardener coming now? They were here at like 7 in the morning. Maybe, it's okay, Monkey. He hates the gardeners. He came out and he's going back to bed. Maybe they're working on the next generation of machines or something like that, but I was really impressed because Artillery was one of the companies that sort of came out of nowhere. I'd never heard of them prior to the release of the Sidewinder, and had some things on their machine that were pretty unique for the time and for the price point. It was basically competing with like a CR10S, but had, excuse me, direct drive, the Volcano style heater block, the LEDs, I believe it was 32-bit, had a touchscreen. It was quiet. It was super quiet. That I do remember about the machine. It was one of the quieter machines I had at that point. And I liked that machine and the Genius. And then I didn't hate the Hornet, but it was just kind of weird to me. Like they went from this direct drive touchscreen machine that had a lot of aluminum on it to this really heavily injection molded machine that was a Bowden extruder. It had the old school rep wrap style LCD screen. It was just kind of like, why? Like, who decided, like, whose side project was this machine, you know? Man. That was a rant. Thank you guys for listening to my rants. Okay, we did that. Take the rod. Now take the X-axis assembly from the previous section. Carefully slide the bearings onto the rods. Okay. So we're gonna grab this. And it's going to be going, yeah, this looks right. No, this looks right. Yeah. So this is the way it goes on. Basically, this belt should be on the left side and on the top. And then we will try to very carefully Okay, so I actually think I want to push these a little bit in. Yeah, I want to push these in a little bit more so that way they've got a bit more wiggle room because they're still kind of stiff right there. At least here they have a little bit more slop. Just don't want to damage these ball bearings. I also think I'm going to tilt it like this. We definitely lost 2 balls. It just was not perfectly aligned, but I still think we're gonna be fine. I think it would have been a better move. I think it would have been a better move to do that after, like, if we had all of these loose and then inserted these in and then kind of lifted them up together, I think that would have been the better move. Because there was 2 balls that definitely popped out. I don't feel like it's going to matter that much, to be perfectly fair. What do you guys think? I can put new bearings in. I bought extras, like tons of extras. I just don't know if the 2 ball bearings will make that much of a difference. If there was a lot that had popped out. Motion still feels really smooth. Let me, 1 second here. Let's push the smooth rod into the other side and then move it around a little bit. I think we're fine. I honestly think we're fine. There was exactly 2 balls that popped out, and I think that they were from one from each side, and there's 2 bearings in there, so to lose 2 balls, 1 from maybe each bearing, Let me mute my mic real quick. All right, I'm back. It's weird. Cough attack. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to just really quickly fix it. It's not going to take long. Let's just fix it really quick. I'm not going to worry about trying to put that ball back in, but I will replace those bearings really quick. 1 second. I just need to get this guy started. There we go. I'm gonna do it differently this time though. Yeah, I'm gonna do it slightly different this time. So let's slide this off. They're super cheap bearings anyway, so I really don't want to chance them. Also, I don't even think I have to take off very much. I think that if I loosen, this is just an M3. If I loosen these two bolts like this, I should be able to slide. Yep, this will be super easy to swap really quick. I'm gonna loosen these 4, and then we just change the bearings out. I had a feeling that was gonna happen because the smooth rod was at a slight angle. I decided to chance it and see if it would go. Let's go side cam really quick. But yeah, we'll be back up and running, and I think it was maybe like a 5-minute delay, if that, which is, in the grand scheme of things, with how much time we've already put into this, like, it's not a big deal. Hopefully these screws let go of these freaking nuts. Damn. Eight weeks of using my Engraver one. No! What happened, Carl? Oh, also I saw that you said your belt kit's gonna hopefully be showing up. That's freaking awesome. Why is this not coming off? What is still stuck? Okay, surely. Okay, there we go. I was like, what the heck? All right, so let's throw in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't need any more bearings, and I've still got 6 left. It was cheaper to get like a 12-pack than a 6-pack of them, and I didn't go with name brand because the reviews on these were decent enough, and I don't know. I think we're going to be fine. When I was pushing the smooth rod through, oh wait, I don't know if you were talking to me, Thomas. I think you're talking to Carl. I was gonna say the ball bearings popped out, but maybe you're not talking about that. You can totally press fit the ball bearings back in. I've done that with linear rails before when I've had some balls pop out on them. But again, these are super inexpensive, and I don't think it's worth it right now. I'm gonna shove a screwdriver through this and twist. Put these off to the side for now. Cool. Now these will go back in, I think like that. Yep, and we'll tighten this back in and we're pretty much back in business. I think that was the good call. I got a mini-ware ES30 driver for really stuff like this, and I'm obsessed. Is that one of the ones that Nero uses? Because I know he uses two. I got the I got the Wow Stick, but he has another one that had more torque to it. I don't know if that's the name of it or not. I've been checking thousands of silicone socks. I think way too much. Jeez. Do you inspect every single sock, Thomas, that you get in? Like, do you have to inspect every single sock? Let's see, I had a blockage on it, so strip it down to sort it, and for some reason now it doesn't work as it should. I've stripped it down more times in 3 days than on all my other printers. Damn. So, okay, so you had an extruder blockage, and you took it apart to try to resolve the blockage, and what's happening now, though, when you're saying it doesn't work as it should? Oh, plus the plastic extruder isn't great. It's starting to warp. Oh, man, that sucks to hear. It's stuff like that like I won't be able to see in my review because I'm sure I will not be doing the same volume of printing through it as you have. At least it is cool that you can upgrade to the Sprite Pro, but we talked about this I think in last week's stream that it would have been nice if they just included the Sprite Pro. I think that at the price point of the Endo 3S1 that if they tacked on an extra, you know, 30-40 bucks or whatever to the price, that most people wouldn't really have cared. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm incorrect with the stating that. I just think with like it being their, you know, next gen premium printer, oh no, Gardner's coming back, I think, that it would have been nice for them to do that. Okay. Okay, we're good. Now I just need to, wait, why is this? Oh, this moved all the, oh, that's crazy. This slid all the way. Right? Wasn't this on this side? Yeah, it definitely was. It's tightening these so it can't move around like it's been doing. Okay, so now I'm going to actually take, all right, so this is what's going to happen. I am going to, yeah, I'm going to take off I'm going to completely take off 2 of these. I want the smooth rods to go through the bearings before I have any sort of pressure on them. I think that that's just a safer bet. It depends. Mini socks are from an older mold, which wasn't designed as well as newer socks. Those need to be checked properly. The rest is also checked, but that is way faster. Gotcha. Less like nitpicking over it, I'm sure. All right. Okay, so pulling the rods out. All right, so what we're going to do is put them through the bearings first. That way I can ensure there's no friction, no friction on them. And we want them, again, aligned like this, top left. Let's go top-down view, I suppose. Overhead, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna go from bottom up. should be no... The one I just replaced. I might just need to do this like off cam for a sec so I can focus. It's definitely not going through. Okay, the other way went through super smooth. That was weird. I don't know why. One of the directions. Either way, the other side went through super smooth, so. And then this one, we'll do the same thing. We're just gonna go, let's go bottom down, just so that way if a bearing does pop out, I will easily be able to see it versus. Oh, you guys really can't see anything like that. Okay, there was no balls that popped out. And now, how am I gonna do this? Like this. Okay, now we'll pop in these two. Like that. I just think that this method is easier to put the smooth rods in first. So that way you know your bearings are good. And then put them through here. And these ones we already know are at the correct height. So we just need to redo these two. Ooh, my Ender 7 review comes out this Saturday, and it's one of the harsher reviews I think I've done. I still try to focus on the good, but yeah, I just was very underwhelmed by print quality on it. Let's go side cam for you guys because I'm just gonna keep having my head in the way. I'm just trying to pop the smooth rod in. There we go. Come on, printed part. Damn. Oh, there's a screw. That's what's going on. Wow. It's completely my fault. The reason, well, it usually is, right? User error, but it was my fault that that was so difficult. Okay, so those are good. Now we're gonna loosely insert these. Did I lose one? No, it's still in there. Okay, we're gonna loosely insert these 4 screws back into the, so you can get a little bit of a better shot. And then we'll just quickly measure and then tighten, and then we're done with this part. Minder 6 is still in the naughty corner. Did you do Nevermore filter surprisingly a little YouTube content on there? Are you talking to me, Chris, or someone in chat? I haven't done the Nevermore filter. I actually had printed out the Nevermore Micro, and then I don't know what the heck happened to it. I had the plan, but it never happened. Maybe that's the thing we'll do on stream on one of the Voron Zeros. I have, in the original one that I built, I should still have the nuts in place. So I think I would just need to reprint out the parts, and I should have the eSun orange that I printed it in, and if not, I'll just go with a generic black ABS, but we can do that. I think the main things I need is a fan, because if I remember correctly, you need a fan that you have to like cut up in a certain way, so I have to order that, and then I just need to get the medium. And I think Fabrico has the charcoal medium, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so this is back in. Now we're just going to push down. Just using the alignment jig one more time. It's cool to see it coming together though. Like, I mean, this is the motion, right? Actually, there's no Z. I mean, it's like a manual Z. Hopefully the motion's still smooth after me doing all this. Yeah, it seems, so I mentioned in my review, and I've talked about it in live streams before, but generally speaking, right, if I'm gonna be reviewing a printer, or if I'm interested in reviewing a printer and think there's a possibility that I might, I don't, yeah, it's really smooth. Good call, inappropriate. I'm glad we swapped it out and put the new bearing in. Generally speaking, I won't watch any reviews on it or content on it or anything other than maybe like an official, you know, like Creality's launch trailer or something like that. And the reason is purely that I don't want to get anything in my head that isn't my own thoughts and from my own experiences. I don't want to see something and then have me pay more attention to that because of something else I saw. Like, I want it to be just 100% authentic. And so I've stuck by that for like the majority of the 7 or 8 years I've been making videos, and it's probably longer than that, but roughly. In this Ender 7 case, I made an exception to it because I spent so much time troubleshooting, calibrating, running tests on certain things that I was like, this just doesn't make any sense. And I think I watched 5 videos on it on YouTube, and the 3D printing generals prints on his looked terrible. They were really bad. Which I actually show his video in my video coming out. They were really bad. Another person was kind of like beating around the bush saying like, yeah, like, you know, it's for a quick print, it's not that bad, but they looked really bad. And then someone else had like not very close-up shots, but most of the, like I would say 75% of the videos I saw in the Ender 7, the print quality coming off of it was comparable to what I had. And so I was like, there we go, that's all I needed to see. It's not a lemon that I have, this is just the quality a lot of people are getting. So I can't recommend a machine that outputs quality like that unless you know that's what you're getting with the intention of doing something about it. You know, if you're cool with tinkering, if you want a solid Core XY platform that you're going to be throwing on like a, you know, an Afterburner or an LGX mod of sorts, then sure, like the frame itself is beefy. But yeah, just the only thing I can think of, because the extruder is fairly simple and they've used it in a lot of their machines, I think that it's something to do with their hot end. That's the key issue to what's causing a lot of the issues. But I don't know definitively. It could be something else, but that's kind of what my, that's what I'm thinking is the primary source of issues of mine. Yeah, movement is really smooth on this. And I agree, inappropriate. If I put it together and we started like engraving stuff and I was like, why isn't it looking great? Or if it was louder than it needed to be because of that, I would have been like, should have just taken the extra 5 minutes. That wasn't, you know, that also wasn't very much work. Okay, so I believe the next step is to just tighten down. There's like, on all the 4 corners, move it like this, little holes for the clamping. Oh, the H2? The BQ H2? Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so we've got, now within the x-axis, some of the rods towards the machine. Make sure the ends of the rods end up flush with the outer faces. Now insert M3 with 15 nuts. Do not over tighten these. Awesome, okay. So we just now need to drop screws into all of these corners, like that. think the next thing is just to like mount the motors. We made some pretty solid progress today. I figured we would. Honestly, words are difficult. The squaring of the frame, I think, is one of the harder parts for some reason on this build. There we go. Ooh, that scared me. Don't break. That's funny. I don't want to overly tighten anything. All right, last one. My E6 has my other LGX Mosquito Magnum, and I love it on that. If I just cover it in way too expensive parts, eventually it will get better, right? Wait, I thought you said your LGX was in the corner, like in timeout. Is it? I mean, not your LGX, your E6. Is it printing fine? But yeah, I mean, again, if you're getting a printer like, you know, a Creality. And granted, again, I don't think all Creality printers are bad. I've used a lot of them. I love a lot of them. Like my Ender 3 has been great. My Ender 3 V2 has been great. Ender 5 has been pretty solid. The 6SE was solid. The Ender 3S1. The main ones, it just seems lately, some of these last generation, like the Sermoon D1 to me was a total meh. And the Ender 7 to me is just, you know, they had a good idea. I just think they pushed it out way too soon. But yeah, as long as you're cool with doing upgrades and stuff, I mean, you know, most printers can become pretty solid. And I do think that the main thing Creality's kind of always had going for it is the community. They have a pretty big community, Creality, of people using their machines, and that makes it really nice for troubleshooting or modding or anything. Okay, take a minute to ensure the y-axis is moving well. We did that. If the bounces back. Oh, it says make sure it doesn't bounce back if you go to the end. No, I think the motion's really, like, we're solid. Motion's good. Movement in 2 axes is half the battle. Now to move under its own power. Sweet. Let's take a, what time is it? 1:42. Let's take a 5er. I'm actually, you know what? It's pizza o'clock. I'm gonna grab a cold slice of pizza and inhale it really quick. Blow my nose. I'm gonna mute the mic for a second because you guys don't deserve that torture. All right, we'll be back. Every time I get pizza, every time I get pizza, Monkey comes out and looks at me. Come here, come here. Want to say hi? Come here, Bubba. Here. Oh, big boy. This guy loves pizza, huh? You love pizza. Every time I go get pizza, you're always. It's so funny. Like every time I get pizza, either from like a cardboard box or from a Ziploc bag, and I crack it open. If I turn around and look at the entryway from the kitchen, I just see this guy like sitting there in the corner looking at me. Huh, you love food, dude. I'll give him a tiny bit of crust and then send him on his way. Here? Okay, you gotta go. Excuse me. Excuse me, gotta go relax, Bubba. Go relax. You can be under the desk if you want. Okay. Yeah, he's crazy. Like, I think I said this story where he had like attacked, well, the dog rushed him, but he does not do good the second he leaves the front door here. He's like, I don't want to use the word schizo, but like, he goes from this like relaxed, super nice dog to like constantly like every sound freaks him out, and his hair gets all long, or like not long, but like kind of up on his back. Like, I don't know what the deal is. We've had him since he was pretty much a newborn, and like he's never been traumatized. So I don't know what his deal is, but you're crazy. So yeah, I don't trust him with other than with our big girl Delilah. We don't trust him with other dogs or really people, unless it's like a friend that we've introduced and said, hey, this is our friend, then he's totally cool. But yeah, he's definitely a little crazy. My dog eats my crust off pizza. The issue is that I actually really like crust on pizza. This though, like being it's Little Caesars and it's like kind of cold. Monkey likes all crust, but yeah, sometimes I really like crust depending on where you go. Like Domino's does garlic on their crust, and I love that. Okay. Let's check out this section really quick. Let me go full screen. Okay. So we're on motors and belts now. I don't have any of the parts out because I was only able to get so many steps ahead. So it looks like we need a couple printed parts, a couple more of those spring nuts, some of the, like a pulley, an idler. Okay, cool. I'll start grabbing this stuff out. Where is it mounting? Okay, so it's mounting above. Doesn't look too bad. Oh, this is a pretty big section. I think this will be, if we can get through this section, I feel like I'll be pretty happy with our results for the day. Regardless, I'm gonna be happy. We're making progress. The motion was outside of the frame. It is now inside of the frame. So that's definitely a positive. Not a fan of crust. I like thin pizza. Oh, gotcha. One of those. Yeah, different strokes. Erin's hit or miss on crust. She'll sometimes give me her crust. But my thing is like, I can't say I love crust. Like, I don't want people's crust. Monkey's like, I want people's crust. But I like the crust on my own pizza. Like, I think it tastes really good. But yeah, I'm not like, when Erin says, you can have my crust, I'm like, no, I just want my own crust, not all the crusts. Okay. I'm gonna start grabbing parts. Okay, I am going to for a minute, I will move this back onto its throne or my chair, and then I will put this up here so we can look through it. If I don't have any addresses on here, no. I think we're okay. Okay. All right. So we need. Where's the Z? No Z-axis, man. Yeah, it's really weird. Well, it has like I actually don't even know maybe it has a dovetail type system that slides like a lot of the other ones, but yeah, no, no Z-axis. I like garlic, not a huge fan of garlic farts. I don't think anybody likes garlic farts, but we love garlic. I hate garlic. You don't like garlic? Oh my God. Yeah, me and Aaron are big garlic suckers. Like we, there is a, well, I don't know if they have it in the UK, but there's a place called Yard House out here. It's like a brewery, restaurant. They have a lot of beers on tap, and we always get their spicy garlic edamame. It is absolutely delicious. But yeah, we're both big garlic people. I'm gonna mute my mic again so I can blow my nose. I don't know what's going on. We had a lot of wind yesterday, and well, G-Funny's out here, so he probably experienced it too. We had a lot of random wind yesterday, rain and hail, and so I think that also could be having an effect on it. But I woke up this morning knowing, you know, we were gonna stream, so I took an allergy pill and did my best, but I'm still not doing so great. So one sec, let me mute again. Okay, we're back. Oh yeah, I think this is a dovetail. No, maybe not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We have Storm. Oh my God, that's right. Inappropriate. You were the one that said you were talking about the HEPA a while back. So the issue is like, and I mentioned it like a bunch of times. You guys will stop hearing me say this in July for at least a year until we move again. But we are moving out of the state in like February, March, April, May, June, July, 5-ish months. And so part of it, and maybe it's an excuse too, but part of it is like, we're trying not to acquire more things. Like, because right now moving is super expensive. We did talk about this because I remember this. U-Hauls and stuff are insanely priced. So we're not trying to acquire more things that we're gonna have to sell, because we probably are gonna sell off a bunch of stuff when we move. So that's kind of part of it. I'm also making excuses. I'll admit that. I'm making a little bit of excuses. I should probably just buy a HEPA filter. You even recommended one. I remember this. It's all coming back to me now. I bet you when I finally do get one too, I'll be like, why did I wait so long? Should have listened. Oh yeah, here's the board. Driver, laser, extra pieces. Okay, we definitely need these. Where are the, oh, right here. Perfect, we need these. We need a stepper motor. Yeah, these were ripped directly off of a printer. Let's see, I want two that are the same. So this one's a bit beefier, so we won't go with that. These look like the same. Yeah. Cool. Okay. I think that's everything we need. And then screw wise, we need, are they M5 by 10s? Where are they? M5 by 10s. We have plenty of those. We have that, we have that, we have that. M3 by 10s and M3 by 25s. We have M3 by 25s. And where the hell are the? Okay, we might need. Oh, I just realized. Oh my God, I'm doing it again. I was like, let's look at all the things together, and then I shoved my head in you guys' way. Okay, the M3. Oh, this must be it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the winds were freaking crazy though. Yesterday when we were watching a show, I was just outside taking the dogs out, and did I get pizza after that? I can't remember. But it was like barely sprinkling, and I was like, yeah, well, it's just a one-day thing. Like today's sunny, and so I thought, you know, this is probably it. And then all of a sudden it just started freaking pouring, And when we opened up the side here, it was like all of our stuff was filling with hail, which I'm sure to a lot of people here that live in places with actual seasons, you guys are used to it. But here in like Southern California, not the norm by any means. It was definitely like a, what the heck? Ah, man, blow my nose one more time. Okay, let's see how long I make it. When my buddy moved from California to Texas, it was $2,000 cheaper to drive to Vegas. Grab a U-Haul from there. Interesting. Yeah, Vegas isn't too far. I mean, if I needed to make the drive. Yeah, I think once we get closer to it, like right now the focus is still just wedding. Then once that passes in April, I think I'll turn my focus towards it, and I'll have to start getting creative as to, one, like, are we gonna try to buy? Are we gonna rent? Are we gonna, like, what are we selling? Like, I'm sure it'll be pretty chaotic. Okay, so on the back, all right, let's grab this guy again because we need to insert more of those spring nuts. It's worth it. I'm a total shill though. I love my 3 folders. I got one eBay for 160 with a broken fan at retail. Holy crap. That reminds me of my swamp cooler I got a long time ago from a shop that was like, so it had a filter. No. Okay, so the swamp cooler I got, right? It was like probably $400 or $500 swamp cooler. And maybe I'm exaggerating. It was pretty expensive. To me, it was expensive. And there's like a sensor on it, so when it's out of water, it doesn't run because there's a pump, and the pump will break if it runs when it's dry. And so I got it for like next to nothing. And most people know this, but like I don't have a background in electronics or any of this stuff. Like it's all been just passion projects that I started in the last 10 years and discovered like, wow, I like taking things and trying to get them to work again or modifying them. And so I thought I was so clever because I was able to just circumvent the sensor, which in theory might not have been the best idea because if it ran dry, the whole point of it was to protect it from breaking. But I just made sure that I refilled it when I used it, and there was a level that I could see as it was going down as the water got lower and lower. So I kept an eye on it. If it was below 50%, I would just fill it. But yeah, it's pretty cool being able to do stuff like that. And man, I don't know what's going on with my nose. It's like getting worse. All right, one last time, and then I'm gonna see how much I can get done before having to pause again. Definitely don't want to be sniffling the whole time on camera. I personally would find that annoying. So, okay, let's see. On the back drive side of the machine, mount Y motor mount. Okay, so it's definitely okay, so it's on this side. I don't really know how to visual. Okay, yeah. So not the side with this end piece coming off, but on this side, it's gonna be mounted right above where we mounted this guy. So we're just gonna take two of, we have one season in the UK, wet and cold. I've only been, every time when I was a kid and we used to go to Sweden to visit my family, we used to fly into, oh, what's the name of the airport? Next to like Big Ben's there, Buckingham Palace. We used to have there like a layover there for some odd hours, so we sometimes get to run around and like grab lunch, and that's my only experience. Today's a bad allergy day. I left the house and my nose started dripping. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, again, I normally just deal with it. Like, I'll have my morning allergies and I'll you know, kind of be miserable, blow my nose a bunch of times in the morning, and then I'll be over it for the rest of the day. But today, just knowing it was kind of rough this morning, I even took an all day, you know, like Claritin, so that way I wouldn't be like this on stream, and doesn't seem like it did all that much. I mean, I guess I'd love to see what I'd be like if I hadn't taken it, but I certainly don't feel all that great allergy-wise. Other than that, I feel phenomenal. I feel great. Heathrow. Okay, yep, Heathrow. That's it. Yeah, we always fly into Heathrow, generally speaking, and then we fly from there to, I believe Gothenburg is the primary. I mean, I know that's where I've got family, but I think that's the airport where we fly into typically. Come on, you schmuck. Dude. Why is this one being such a jerk? I think I got it. Yeah, got it. Nope. Yes. Dude, these are not the funnest to get in. Okay, so those are in. Now we're gonna take, let's see, on the back, use 3 pairs. Wait. Yes, using 3 pairs of M5x10. Oh, that's right. Okay. So 2 of them go there, and then 1 of them goes on the outside because this sits like this, and there's a bolt here and 2 bolts there. So let's grab 1 more. Okay, this one looks like they have it where the hole. Oh, this one I don't have to. Yeah, this is way easier. Okay, so head's gonna be blocking it for a second. That looks good. That looks pretty good. This one's way lower. Cool. Mic's jacked up on my. Okay, so the back side of the line, I'm shown using 3 pairs of adults. Note that the 2 spring nuts on the inside channel need to be inserted in the orientation. Using 4. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We are taking this. This is getting placed right here, and then we are going to take M4. M5, I'm sorry, M5 by 10, 3 of them. And we are going to bolt this in. Why am I doing this silly? There we go. I'm excited to get this thing working. Just like, I don't want to say like I'm excited to get it working because it's not a 3D printer, because that sounds bad, but like, it's kind of cool building a machine that's not a 3D printer, you know? I love 3D printing and I want to build many, many more of them, but it's just kind of like a nice change, if you will. I would say 3D printing is definitely my favorite form of like fabrication machine, but I definitely have interest in lasers, CNC vacuum forming, even injection molding. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, those are in, albeit not that tight, but all right, let's. I think that the thing is going to be so cool. Getting my oh, nice. That's right. You ordered the Prusa Mini, right, Jamie? I'm pretty sure I remember the first time I remember seeing you pop in here, you said that you ordered the Prusa Mini, and it was a couple weeks ago, and there's a pretty long lead time compared to what I had seen it at last. Yeah, you're gonna like it a lot. The one I rebuilt has been giving me some issues. I probably just need to mess around a little bit more, but pretty sure if I just throw the Revo Micro on it, it'll be working great again. And then the one that we assembled on stream, which was pretty much assembled, it was basically just attaching the XZ to the Y. That one's been working great. I actually printed all of these parts out on that machine. Yeah. All right, we've got the stepper motor attachment point in place. Now it says mount the NEMA 17. When did you order your Mini, Carl? Damn, a lot of people ordered Minis. Didn't Tripods also order a Mini like not that long ago? Yeah, I'm sure it's not doing any favors. In their they did like a recent blog post where they really talked about the effects of the shortages having like such a negative impact on their ability to output even like things like aluminum, like raw materials. And am I incorrect in stating that in their latest blog post they said that the XL might not actually ship this year? I can't remember. Hey, Speedy's in the house. What's going on, man? Okay, using an M4, mount the stepper motor to the mount and straighten the wires coming out of the motor are facing down. Wrap these wires up. Well, mine don't have wires because I've got different stepper motors. I don't think it matters about the pulley yet, but okay. So next we are going to take M3 by 10s, which I know we found. Yeah, there we go. We'll use this one because it doesn't already have a pulley on it. Then it's going to mount. This is a really small, I feel like this is a really small, no, it looks about right. I think maybe just after using the Ender 7 with its freaking gigantic stepper motors, all the other ones look small to me, but they're just normal. And then plug is going to be facing downward. Come on. Come on, guy. All right, it's at least in enough. I gotta blow my nose again. You ordered end of November. Okay, so like Black Friday time, roughly, or holidays. They said not all protors in the XL may be shipped this year, but they expect to start shipping in Q3. Okay, cool, thanks. I couldn't remember. I just read it not that long ago, but honestly couldn't remember. I didn't order right away. I don't know what right away versus later is, but I don't think I ordered right away in the first batch, so I might not get mine. But at the same time, like, I'm not super in a hurry, and then maybe it'll allow me to see what it actually is, because, like, you know, all I've seen is their promo and some clips of it at God, I can't remember what trade show they brought it to. Plus, like, it sounds based off of what you guys are all saying, and when I talked about the Jubilee earlier, that there's the Avoron tool changer and Avoron IDEX in the works too, so there's no shortage of cool machines to build or work on. Okay, I need to finish tightening that, but blow nose one more time. And we're back. One more bite of this pizza. It's looking at me. I lied. 2 more bites. Okay. What did I miss? What? You getting the Prusa in end of November? Oh no, he ordered his in end of November. Going down for a kneel for a second here. This feels nice. 5-stick mini clone has been kicking ass at work. Still impressed with the quality for the price tag. I still need to maybe get one of those in at some point. I probably have to get rid of some machines here soonish. I don't really have anywhere left. The Delta is on the ground currently. The one that we were working on, the FL Sun SR. I did find room for the Ender 3 or Ender 7 off here on the side. The Ender 3 S1's been living on a secondary chair, so I'll have to figure out something. But that's awesome to hear. I'm gonna see. Glad I waited to order an XL. Oh, did you put in a pre-order inappropriate, or no? You're just waiting to see. Plus, my coworkers love printing random BS. I'm sure. They're just fun. Like, I don't know how anybody can't not like 3D printers. Whether it's practical stuff, whether it's work stuff, everyone has some kind of a hobby or interest. Like, it's endless. Oh, Formnext, that's right. In Germany, then. I'm not sold on the extruder for the XL still. Gotcha. Yeah, but I gotta go to sleep. Bye, as always. Have a great time. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Jamie. Can't complain for 200 bucks. Sorry, headphone users. Let's see if we can get the other belt mounted before I have to call it here. I don't know what the heck's going on. I feel like it's getting worse. Yeah, that's awesome for 200 bucks. I'm happy to hear it's going good. It's nice to get an update. The tiny belt looks awesome. It's gonna be a Kickstarter, right? Oh, power belt. Oh, okay. Sorry, local. I totally skipped over your message. That's great to hear, though. Yeah, I went there just 2 days before the release. Oh, no. It's still cool to go there, though, regardless. Yeah, sorry, headphone users. That one snuck up on me. Yeah, I think the tiny belt's gonna do good. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Joel or somebody does a video on it to help promote it, because I know that, like, as a community, at least the 3D printing community in general is pretty anti-Kickstarters, especially with brands. Like, Creality actually reached out to me about a new product, and they told me it's going to be on a Kickstarter, and I said, I'd love to test it, but I will not test it. I said, reach out to me when you guys are done with your backing, and, you know, I hope it goes well, good luck, but reach out to me after it's all done and you've fulfilled your backers' stuff. Just, I haven't experienced it firsthand with Kickstarter, but seeing people get burned sucks. And Creality clearly has deep enough pockets. You know, they shouldn't have to experiment on products at their customers' expense. And I'm not just like, that's just a random, you know, like, it's not just them. Like, that's a small piece of a big pie. But what I was really trying to get at with this is I think that the tiny belt, because it's not a big company, that it might have a completely different tone from the community. It's just, I think it's just one guy that's been making them. I follow him on Twitter, and it just seems to be something he's really happy about and passionate about. And so I think that that's something that's pretty cool. And I might even pre-order one, actually. Yeah, the lizards, that lizard's what I was talking about, actually. The scanner. Okay, so this is nice and tight. Plug is facing downward. I believe G Funny said Gesundheit? Oh, that's how you... I think I've been saying Gesundheit to people. Gesundheit. Huh. It's weird. It's weird seeing it spelled out. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, slide the GT2 driver over the shaft as shown, so that one of the set screws is aligned with the flat edge. Only lightly tighten one set screw for now. Gotcha. So we will grab this guy. Oh no! These motors don't have a flat portion on their shaft, so I might have to file it. Either file it or... Yeah, I'm probably just gonna file it. I just have to see if I can find a file that can easily do it. If not, I probably have other stepper motors, but I didn't realize that. These stepper motors don't have... That's really interesting. Does this not either? This one does. Okay, one sec. Okay, so there are two that do. Sweet. So we're still good. I gotta swap that out though really quick. Blow my damn nose again. I think I'm probably gonna go for like another 15 minutes, guys. I feel like my nose is getting a lot worse and it's kind of annoying. And also I don't think it makes for a great stream if I'm just constantly muting and blowing my nose. So let's see if we can get this motor off, get the correct motor mounted, do the other motor really quick in like 15 minutes, and then probably call it so I can just like blow my nose for the whole afternoon. So let me mute one more time. All right. Okay, so yeah, let's quickly undo this one. I had no idea. I wonder why. Because these all came from one printer. I wonder why they used one motor that has a completely round shaft and two that don't. I'm glad they did though, because I really would rather not have to file down the metal shaft on this thing. Hi, I'm back. After a while, I have no idea I would sleep by now or not. No worries. That's me most nights. I got on a really good schedule last week where I was going to bed when Erin went to bed, which Erin's like, it's like 8:30 and she's yawning and I'm like, it's time to go to bed. But no, she usually is asleep by like 10's late. Last night she's probably in bed by like 9. So last week I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this schedule and it was kind of nice. And then this week I'm like back on the old schedule. I was watching some documentary on YouTube till 12:45 in the morning. There they are. Yeah, allergies are, I've always had really bad allergies, Lisa. We had cats growing up. Well, we had a dog and cats, but when we had our cats, I had really, really bad allergies, and I just dealt with it. Like, I loved my cat so much. There was just kind of always a part of it, and I would take Claritin some days, but I felt for a while like I was almost outgrowing my allergies, where it just didn't affect me as much. And yeah, I think that today's is probably, like I was saying earlier, is that we had really weird weather for Southern California. It was really hot for quite a few days. I think we were like close to 80s, and then, no, above 80s last week. What am I saying? It was hot. And then out of nowhere, it's just like one day of a high of like 50s something, I think. And thunder, lightning, pretty cool actually. We were watching the zombie show last night, and there was like a scene where the zombies are out in the rain and there was thunder and lightning, and then there's thunder and lightning here. So I told Aaron, I looked over, I said, that's surround sound you can't pay for. But yeah, then it started hailing. And then now today it's, you know, again, blue and sunny again. So I think that it probably kicked up a bunch of crap. Okay, so we have this on. Now we're gonna grab this guy, and it says not to tighten it. Really, we're only gonna do one. So belt side is going in first, like so. And then I need to see, is this the correct size? Nope, we need one smaller, which I've got somewhere in here. Allegra, I take Allegra every day. It's 11 p.m. here. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's pretty late. Where are you at, Jacob? What country? I only suffer with hay fever. Oh, man. Yeah, that does not sound ideal to live near farms. What is Allegra? Is it similar to a Claritin or no? I've definitely heard of it, and I've seen, I've definitely seen commercials for it. Okay, so I'm going to just, oops, like that. It's kind of tight, but only one of them. If I have problems with my motors, someone remind me at some point that I only kind of tightened and only tightened one of them, please. Oh, Slovakia. How cool. I remember when I watched the crowd interview at one stream a few weeks ago. Wonderful experience. It was my first time. Oh, awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here. It's really cool. I don't remember offhand, but like, even on the main ModBot channel, I think that my audience is only maybe 40% in the United States. So over half of the audience is in other countries or other parts of the world, which is super, super cool. Yeah, we had someone last week in the stream that said hello from India, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. That's awesome though. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry it's so late. Okay, so we are good to go on the belt. Single shown. Okay, now we need to mount, oh, this guy. So the Y idler pulley, and that is going to go similarly. So just across, wait, no. Don't listen to me for a second. It has to go across, yeah. So it's gonna be on this side, like if the motor's here, pulley's gonna go on this side. Wait, right? Wait, did I goof? Hold on. Something's feeling off here. Okay, that looks right. No, it's gonna go, belt's going through here, which will then pass through here, which will then go here. It has to go here. Like this. Okay, yeah, so it's going where it would only make sense to go, which is belt's gonna be going like on this side, passing through this portion, and then into here on this side. So this is where we'll be putting it. I don't know if that makes any sense. Sometimes when I try to explain things, I'm like, I hope that makes sense. If not, I did my best. So I think that with the visual, it will make sense what's happening. So basically they're going in on this side. Claritin is like drinking a glass of water for me. It doesn't work. Ah, gotcha. We switched from Claritin to, it's Amazon brand stuff, but it's something different than Claritin. It's still probably not as good as the Allegra that you're mentioning. But there's something else that is like a step up, but the only downside is that for some people it says it can make them drowsy, but it does not for me. I just can't think of what the heck it's called. Come on. God. What? These, for some reason, I'm sure again it's just me, I cannot get them very easily to, oh, no. There we go. No way, that's gotta be it. Okay, we're in, okay. Sweet. So, we got those in. I had some pollen allergies during the upcoming season. Fortunately, it's gone by now. At least I think so, because I haven't been striking. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah, I had some really good years. I'm curious to see what my allergies are like when we move to Idaho. As far as I know, it's really dry. Like humidity wise, I don't think it's very dry. They get more rain there than we do, but it'll be interesting. Hopefully this will not be the norm. I'll have to try some different things and yeah, if that's the case. Okay, so we got those in there. And now this looks like it's saying that we mount it like this. Right on top, facing inward. Yeah. And these are what? Probably the same thing, M3x10s. Yeah, I've never gotten prescribed allergy medicine. I've always just dealt with it. Like it's just been, let me see, shitting directly on top of the rod holder is shown. 2 M5x10, yeah. I've always just dealt with it, which is probably because of sort of how my parents are. They don't really, like, I don't know, like, even if they're feeling like crap, they just sort of deal with it and don't usually take anything, but I'm not quite like that. It depends. But yeah, allergy-wise, have never talked to the doctor about allergies, I don't think. Okay, so we will go ahead and insert. Oh. It doesn't look very good. It's focusing on my arm. It's not exactly what I want you guys to be able to see. Oops. Okay. Awesome. All right. Place the idler pulley into the mount and pass an M3x25 through it. Secure it. Okay. Okay. What did I just say? M3x25, right? Yeah, M325. Okay, so that's gonna go in this part. I don't know how to show you guys this. It's really kind of awkward. Let's see. Boop. Okay, why is it not focusing? Hello. There we go. Okay. Did I? Might be a tweezer moment, maybe? Let's see. This should go in there. This should go through. Oh, I think I almost got it. Nope. So close. threw the screw at myself. I am in Pacific Standard Time, so it is currently 2:31 in the afternoon. Definitely earlier than where you're at. I'm trying to think what's the easiest way to freaking hold this in place. You know what might be funny? I just realized, because like I drop a lot of stuff on stream. I think anyone here can admit to that. If I add like a drop counter to the corner, and like every time something falls, we just add one to it so that we can see, man, we dropped 9 things in today's stream. I think it could be kind of funny. I drop things a lot. You know what? Okay, so if I'm not going to, let me at least use a tool to help me out here. Nope. Okay, new plan. You guys aren't gonna be able to see this, but, or maybe you can. I'm basically just going to do what I probably should have done, which is stand it up like that. Have gravity help me a little bit. And then I can just easily slide this into place. I don't know how easily, but can't be harder than what I was trying to do. There we go. Yeah, piece of cake. And then we will drop a nut into this recess, and then we will tighten it a couple of times. I don't want to tighten it more than that. I'm scared. Okay. All right, let's get rid of the super zoom in. Hey, thanks, Jacob. Yeah, the music was actually, I'll give full credit. Having this music playing was definitely majorly influenced by Nero. Pretty sure it was when I was talking to him, like before I even started streaming. He like swore by it, and I liked the style. That was like my biggest issue, is a lot of the royalty-free music isn't very good. And I enjoy, like, there's some different categories. There's like this retro track we have, and there's some other albums I could probably add to it as well, but I really like it. And then also having an AirPod in, doesn't have to be an AirPod of course, but like just some kind of music that I can hear helps me to get in the zone so much. When the music dies sometimes, because we've been streaming too long, and I'm here and it's just like quiet, it feels way less, like it feels kind of like uncomfortable. So this thing about the music, knowing that I can hear it, you guys can hear it, like it helps me to sort of get in the groove. So I really like the music a lot. Okay, so yeah, were you here Inappropriate, the stream where we've tried to do this, but it was before when I had all the parts printed out in gray PLA, and I like broke 2 parts in the first hour of the stream. And then I decided, nope, we're reprinting everything. Okay, so we've got that's good. Next we need the Y belt components. So there's a Y tensioner, which is a printed part I don't have out. Oh wow, it's these little guys. Well, I hope I printed both of them. I'm sure I did. Is it this? Yep. Let me throw these back inside. Okay, so it says to get the Y tensioner, an M3, which one's the Y again? That is the Y. M3 by 30, which is the longest ones in this bag. Oh man, yeah, I took your advice and I torqued everything. Yeah, we broke, This part right here, basically like the tolerances are super tight on this, and I think that's part of it. I don't want to say it's part of the issue, but I think that's part of the reasoning. And then it was also in PLA, and it was slightly under extruded. Like I would say a couple % less material had been extruded than should have been. Not by, like, not on purpose, but the Prusa Mini that I rebuilt had been having some slight issues with PLA. And yeah, we just ran into issues. We had like a blowout on one, and like I could see stress fractures. So originally I was just gonna reprint those couple parts, but we reprinted everything, and I think that, one, the orange looks super nice against the silver, and the acrylic on the side panels are all orange, so it'll match. But yeah, it wasn't so good. Yeah, I was wondering what's that in your ear initially. I thought something happened, even though I thought it might be one of the TWS earphone. Yeah, it's nope, my ear is fine. Yeah, it's just music, so what you guys are hearing, I hear as well. So that way, it again just helps me get in the zone, and I like being able to hear like, oh, this is also kind of what they're hearing aside from me talking. So yeah. And I agree, Carl. I think it's better in orange. I think it looks really good. It's how they actually designed it on their website as well. So I heard that if you print out the parts in orange, you get like an extra watt to your laser power. So I'm excited for that. Okay, so now it says take the belt, insert it into the Y main drive, and run it through the idler pulley as shown on the back of your motor and around the drive pulley as shown. Slide the X-axis assembly to the front. Okay. So let's try this. We are going to clip. I don't know where any of my flush cutters are. Great, it's all right, I got scissors. So we are going to open up the belt now. And we are going, wait, did I do this wrong? No, I don't think so. Maybe I turn it this way so you guys can see a little better. Finally routing the belt. So it's gonna go through there. And it's going to go over the stepper motor. And then it's going to go, wait, where the hell is it going to go? One second. Instructions unclear. Okay, take the belt inserted in the Y main drive and run it through the idler pulley as shown. Then back to the motor and around the drive pulley as shown. Okay, so we did that. Down, back, around. Cool. No, we're good on that. Oh, okay, so check this out. So this is kind of cool. So there's a mark. Let's see if you guys can see this. I got a better idea. Let's move the camera, right? Instead of the frame of this entire freaking thing. This might make more sense. Hopefully it'll focus. Why are you being this way? Oh, it's my fault. It's always my fault. So there's an actual marking right there. And that is actually where you need to cut this other belt. So it comes back around. You kind of align it right there, that's where you cut it. That's the correct length. So that's kind of neat. I like that. That's all I wanted to show. Thank you. I just thought that was kind of cool. It's the details. Okay, so just before I do that, because again, you can always cut more belts, but you cannot magically grow belt back. Let's make sure everything's good. We've got it routed around there. It looks like it's routed around there, so we are going to cut it. Drop, that would add to the drop counter. I think we should do a drop counter. Okay, like right. Okay, I'm feeling like this is it, right there. It would make sense that we'd have to cut some though, because when we did the belts earlier, I did mention that I was purposefully leaving some extra slack. Oh, it fell this way, but bounced that way. All right. Let me really quick make sure everything's okay there, and I don't think she's off yet, but cool. Yeah, I think we're good. Quick bite of pizza. Yeah, it's just cool. It's kind of like the little things like that, you know, that make it can be super useful, make quite a difference. Usually when I design things, I like design them to work, but I don't think about extra things like that. So it's cool to see. Okay, so we did that. Slide, holding it over the y-axis mark. There's a marking. Cut the belt with the snippers where it meets the mark. Now insert the end of the belt all the way into the Y tensioner. Okay. Okay, so we are going to grab this belt and we are going to grab, this is the X, what did I do with the Y? The Y. And we are going to, it says to slide it all the way in. Is it gonna focus on me? There we go. Come on. You know what, it might be that I got, let's see. There's a little extra. I think that's what was blocking it. Yep, maybe. I need something like a small flathead to help. Maybe not even that, maybe like a tiny little Allen key. Let's see. I've got like a jillion Allen keys. There we go. I think this is small enough. Come on, buddy. It's really being a kind of a jerk. Let me see. I think I've got a tiny flathead somewhere. Yeah, we'll try this. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna keep going. I think we'll be fine one way or another. Oh, that did it. Yes. Victory. Yeah, cool, that's good. We'll keep it out because we'll have the other one. Okay, so redoing that. This goes around over the motor. Bring it on back now. Okay, so I believe oh, there's a nut. Okay, so nut gets dropped into here. If you can find it. use the marble. Bam. Cool. Damn it, it keeps coming off of the... Okay, so we've got that. The nut is in there. Then it says, oh, cool. Wait, yeah, so there's a screw. That's cool. So there's a screw that inserts from this side into the nut of this, and then that's your tensioner. That's rad, I like that. Okay, so insert the end of the belt all the way to the, insert the M3 nut into the slot, then insert into the waxes block as shown. Now insert the M3 with 30 bolt in the other side. Okay, so we are going to slide this whole block into the part. And then this one is going to go down here, and it should bite onto it. Yeah, that's okay. It says do not fully tension. Okay, we won't, but we will tension, but not fully tension. You know what? I think that we goofed. I think I goofed. I mean, we didn't goof, it was me. So when I cut it, I think that I was supposed to pull it tight to that point. That's how I goofed. Like I just kind of loosely held it around. So we need to cut the belt shorter. Because even I just fully tightened it and there's still way too much slack. Or, no, oh, this is, all right, this is a new track, new album, and it's, let's go some like chill, or we can go back to our like 8-bit. I like that, makes me happy. Or, where's our chill beat? No, this isn't it. Yeah, this is cool. So first thing you're funny, and then I will have a lot of makeup either. Oh no. Yeah, I noted, well, even just scrolling in bed, I have a hard time falling asleep. 1 second. Yeah, my brain's really weird. Like, so it takes a while for me to get going in the mornings. Like, I don't know why, my brain just, I feel like really foggy for a lot of the mornings. And then once it kicks on, it's like, that's so weird. Why is it? Oh, no. I think I cut it to the wrong line. I cut it, yeah. So let's cut it. So once my brain's going, it goes like 1,000,000 miles an hour all day long, right? Like it's just constantly going. And so at nighttime, it also takes me a ridiculous amount of time to like get it to come down from that. So last week I was not on my phone for like an hour before going to bed. I actually started reading a book, and man, that made a world of difference. Also exercise. This week I've been lacking, but last week I was doing pretty good on like, we have like an indoor bike thing that I got, and combination of the two made me really fall asleep. But yeah, most nights my best ideas come to me at night. I'll sit there all night long just like thinking about all the things in the universe that I could solve, and then I wake up in the morning and I feel like I can't do any of it because I'm just so tired in the mornings. But yeah, night times I don't know, like my best ideas come to me at night, and it's usually when I'm most productive. I usually think that it's because like at nighttime the world's quiet, there's less distractions, it's easier for me to focus on things. I've always been like that my whole life, at least as long as I can remember. Okay, so now we should be good to go. That was the issue. I either cut it to the wrong point. Oh yeah. Yep. That's a lot of tension. Wait, where did I put, there we go. I'm not going to fully tighten this right now, because the one it says not to, but we'll at least get it kind of snug. That's plenty good for now. That's actually probably, yeah. Nice, well done. Feels like you are too. Hey, question, anyone not in the United States, or even in the United States, do all the Amazon trucks where you're at make that like kind of weird quacking sound when they reverse? Probably started a couple years ago here, but it's weird. What are you referencing, Chikaro? Feels like you are 2 feet long. I don't fall asleep till about 2 a.m. here and up at 6 and don't function. Oh man, that's brutal. Yeah, that's been me a lot of my life too, is that very similar schedule that you're just describing right there. I'm trying to change it though, because again, I just don't think like for my long-term health it's probably very good, or I don't know. Okay, so we are done with that. All that's left is the X motor and belt. I say we just freaking do it. Let's do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Okay, so we're gonna start off with, check it out, we got the motor hooked up and a belt. It's exciting. Wait, let me make sure. Oh, 2 teeth long. Yep, that makes a ton of sense now. Yeah, it was like, I think, no, even if you said feels like you're 2 teeth long, I still think I probably wouldn't have gotten it in the moment. I was already ranting about sleep. But yeah, no, you're right. I think I was just a couple teeth. I ended up cutting off 5 teeth, but I think that 2 would have sufficed because it's quite tight now, which should still be fine. It hits well before then, so I think we'll be golden. Okay, so we need pretty much the same stuff we just had a moment ago. So let's grab the other stepper motor. Take this off. Done. Okay, then we need another one of these. And then we need, where are you? Of course I just took out 1, right? Because that's me. There they are. Oh. Should have taken out 2 earlier. Okay. And now we need the X printed part, which we've got. Then we need 2 nuts, which I think I have 1 out already. Yep, 1's there. 1 is here. Then screws are the only thing I can't decipher from here. So we need 4 M3x20s, which that's gonna be to mount the motor. These guys, M3x20. No beeper quacking? Huh. I'll have to try to record it. G-Phony has to know, he's local enough. The Amazon trucks, when they reverse, make like a quack, quack, quack. Like, I don't know why. It might not exactly sound like a bird, but the second a year or 2 ago in my head, I thought like, it kind of sounds like a bird. Like, it's all I picture now is a bird quacking when they reverse. Yeah, it's only their trucks. Sounds, you always know it's Amazon because of their reverse sound. I would say super smart for marketing purposes, you know, like just doing something slightly different than their typical reverse beep. You always know it's Amazon. M3x25 one, and then an M3x20. Wait, I thought we just took out 4 of those. Okay, I read that wrong. It's a 3x30, yeah. Oh, I missed. Oh. No notice Amazon vans making noise reversing. Okay, huh. I think it's one of those less noise pollution attempts. Gotcha. Do you know what I'm talking about? Inappropriate, the sound? Yeah, all the trucks here, it's like when they back up, it's like, yeah, maybe it is that. It could be, it's definitely more, or less high frequency than the typical beeping reversing is. Hey, Maker's here. How's it going, Maker? Quack, quack, quack. It's really nice to not have a truck beeping all the time, too. I say that as someone who lives in Chicago. Oh, you're in Chicago, okay. Yeah, I bet you guys have a lot. I mean, Orange County does have quite a bit too, but it's not as bad as like LA or Chicago. Okay, we are doing the damn thing. We're getting very close. So it says mount the NEMA 17, so we're mounting it on this side. So let's flip this around. Wait, yeah. I'm assuming it's gonna go in this way probably. Wait, this whole thing slides though, so. Mount the NEMA 17 with information shown, ensuring the wires coming from them are facing downwards. Okay, so it's going to be, is this the right motor? Yep. It's going to be going like this. And then the screws are going this way. Cool, we'll just kind of loosely seat them and then we'll tighten them all. Man, we like compared to what we started with, I'm proud of the amount of progress we made. We basically got the entire motion system installed, the stepper motors mounted, belts routed. So really the primary thing after is gonna be electrical and firmware, which I'm sure will be I'm sure it will be interesting. Oh shoot, was I supposed to? No, I can still. Did it say to put, oh man, 1 second. Yeah, hopefully I'll home in about 15 minutes, probably will jump onto my Discord. Okay, cool. So you don't have to put the pulley on before you mount the motor. I just want to make sure I had enough room. Awesome. I live on the same street as Wrigley Field in the direction of the highway, so they pass my house most of the day. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've been out there quite a few times. I have, my cousin lives in downtown, and then some of my other family, aunt and uncle, live in Buffalo Grove. So I've been out there, well, I was out there for work 2 years ago was the last time. That was really fun. I got to go to a Bulls game and do the usual things. But yeah, I went there some years ago for winter. Oh, some years ago. God, 14 years ago. Man, it was freaking cold. Chicago's cold, man. You guys, the wind chill factor is insane. Only lightly tighten. Okay, so we're gonna insert this one onto the shaft. I think it belt side down. Yeah, belt down like that. And then I'll just go from the side, I guess. Actually, that won't work. I need a smaller one. Okay, still not super tight, so that way we can adjust it later as needed. That looks good. Take the belt, insert it in the X carriage, and loop it around the GT2 giant pulley, and then back to the idler through the channel. So same thing. Same thing we did earlier. Wait, we didn't. 1 second. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we are going to run the belt now. This one has to get, this one's slightly different the way you do it. So this one will go through this opening and under the belt, or under the motor, goes out through there, and then back around, over the top, back down. And then I think it goes through the body. I think it, yeah, it must go through here. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Let's see. Okay, that looks fine. Yep. Okay, and so for this next part, it wants you to take the belt, pre-wrap it around this guy. So that way it can help you kind of insert it into this slot right here. This is so tough to show on camera. God. Okay, 1 second. Take the belt, drive pulley through the channel, X carriage, loop the belt around the idler, then insert it, and pass an M3 to a 25, which is this guy. So we will go. Son of a bitch. Yes. Excellent. All right. Loop the belt, yada, pass it in, and secure the nut in the hexagon. Tighten until finger tight. You can technically install the pulley first. Okay. Sweet. So just have you do it that way. So, wait, what the heck? Yeah, nut goes right here, which you guys probably won't be able to see because of big fingers. Let me try to get this in really quick. Nope. This might be a good time to bust out the tweezers. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to, I'll show you after, guys. I can't do it. Okay. Basically, there is a nut right there that I was inserting. So M3 by 25 goes through the pulley into the nut right here. So that's what I was trying to get. It's just really weird to show on cam. Okay, so we did that. Tighten X belt. Move the X carriage all the way towards the X-axis motor, like so. Bet you there's another cut point. Oh, there's totally another cut point. All right. Let's see. Holding it tight against the back of the carriage, where you'll see the mark. I freaking dig it. We got another mark. So this one is. You guys can kind of see it, but it's right there. There's a little mark. So I'm gonna pull the belt tight to that point, and that's where I need to cut it at. And this time I will actually pull it tight. Well, I'll do my best. Let's see. I think that's about okay. Okay, so that's cut right. Cut the belt this mark. Now insert it into the X tensioner. So we're doing the exact same thing we did for the Y-axis. Nice, that was actually pretty easy. And then I'm assuming we're gonna do the same thing. Now insert the end of the belt all the way, insert the M3 nut into the slot. Yep, so we're inserting a nut into this tensioner like that. And then this is probably going to slide into that hole right there. Insert the M3 nut in the slot and insert it into the X carriage. Yep, so this will be going into the carriage like that. And then we'll move this and probably take the M330 into the side. Yep. And this guy goes in from the other side and grabs onto that. Oh yeah, all right. Okay, so go back to the Y-axis belt and use a, turn the tension bolt just enough so that the belt will turn. Wait, go back to the Y-axis belt now. To turn the tension bolt just enough so that the belt will turn the motor drive pulley when the carriage is moved. Look down the top of the belt and ensure the top and bottom are both completely in alignment. If they're not, loosen the drive pulley. Gotcha. Okay, so we're just checking. I mean, it looks pretty damn good to me. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm gonna tighten. I'm going to tighten both of these motors. Okay. Oops. And then this one. Yeah, I think this is pretty damn good. Maybe this one can go a hair. Yeah, I'm gonna. 1 second. Oops. That's probably too much, yeah. Actually. I think we're pretty damn good. I mean, there might be a hair of deviation. Let's see. So that has the ability to move on its own. And then, okay, here we go. If I look like this. Hey, Mod Shop's here. What's going on, buddy? How are you, dude? We are making a little bit of progress here. We're actually about to end the stream, but we have made a lot of progress. It is really tough to see whether this is aligned. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Okay. Whew. I think that's pretty damn good. If we have to, we can always adjust later. Yeah, it's all right, man. We pretty consistently, I would say currently like 95% of all streams start at noon Pacific Standard Time every Wednesday. And then they run guaranteed until 2, at least 2 hours. It just depends on what we're working on. Like if it's just an unboxing and setup, then 2 hours is probably plenty. But since we're building this, I really wanted to make some progress. We had the frame built and we had part of the axis built, but we got the X completed, the Y completed, mounted, both steppers mounted for this laser engraver. And then now the belts are added. So all that's really left is the wiring. But we're not gonna do the wiring today. I still need to probably do some crimping. I definitely need to solder all the components onto the board. This is it's a pretty cool board. You'll appreciate this. You designed some PCBs. This is not my design. I don't have the skill set currently to be able to do this, but yeah, so some of the core components are populated, but I still need to like all the sockets. So the plugs for the stepper motors need to come on. The ports for the stepper motor drivers need to be on here. What else is missing? So we've got USB and power, really. What else is in here? Yeah, that's pretty much it, I suppose. Oh, and the laser, of course, a terminal for laser. So, but yeah, it's a pretty, check out the logo. Sick. Platypus with freaking laser eyes. Yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, if you're around, I don't know what your schedule's normally looking like, man, but pretty much every Wednesday, unless something happens, but currently I have it set up where I have Wednesdays off, so that way we can stream. And I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah, we are, is that an, you're talking about the chip on the board? Or the MCU? Yeah, it is. It says Mega... Fudge. I don't know if I just need better lighting or... There we go. Mega 3... I want to say 328p. Either 328p or 326p. But yeah, the project's fully open source, so you can find the gerbil for this, if you know, to make your own boards or whatever. But the creator of it had a couple of extra things, so I was able to buy a board off of him, which was cool. There's another option too for a different board that you can easily get, he cut out all the acrylic for me. He had some extra acrylic kits left over, so I bought that, which is cool because this is acrylic that was like approved to be filtering out all the laser. So I'm excited for that. It has all the mounting holes. There's a section on top to mount a camera, so I'm gonna be mounting a camera. Although it's a super small build volume, it'll be still really cool to have. And then the back side of it will have a exhaust port that'll basically pull it through a carbon filter. 328p. Okay. Yeah, Arduino. So yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, game plan is next week. I'm gonna try to do all the soldering. I might do the soldering tonight just on my own time because it just takes up time and I can totally see myself getting distracted and destroying the board on stream. So I think we'll do all the soldering, maybe get all the wires crimped or at least to appropriate lengths. And so hopefully we can just kind of plug everything in, confirm everything's working, flash the GRBL firmware, And as long as the laser fires, then put the enclosure in and play around with it. But so it's either gonna be one more stream of this or two, just dependent on how long everything takes next week. I'd like to have one little break between. And then after that, we're starting the Voron switchwire build, which I'm making really good progress on. I should have all of the, 3D printed parts done probably in another week, I would imagine. So I'm excited for that. That'll be a really fun build. But yeah, if you get a chance, man, swing by. We're here every Wednesday. Yeah, I think we will end it on that note because we're at 3 hours and roughly 20 minutes, and there is a there's some more leftover Little Caesars in there calling my name, so I'm probably gonna go eat and just kind of relax. It's funny though that my allergies were really bad for the majority of this stream, and now that like it's towards the end, all of a sudden it hasn't been that bad. So knock on wood. But yeah, as always, thank you everyone that hung out. Again, we are over 700 subs on this channel, which is awesome. Thank you to the donations, which was G Funny, DC, and Lisa today. Also, everyone that mentioned that they're willing or wanting to help out with doing a giveaway, Thomas, DC, and G Funny, I will definitely ping you guys on that when we get a bit closer. I still have 1 or 2 things in the works that I want to see if I can get done before the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which again, still might be a couple months till we hit that. And I think that's everything I've got. Yeah, I think that's everything I got. I will post, I'll post by tonight the stream for next week, so that way if anyone wants to schedule it and get notification, you can do so. Other than that, I hope everyone has an awesome week. You guys are amazing. Thanks for hanging out, and see you guys hopefully next Wednesday. Yeah, another Voron. Another Voron, Jacob. Switchwire though, which I'm excited about. We've got the Voron 0.1 and the Voron 0.1, so I'm excited to do a bigger one. One, just because so I can print bigger parts, but two, I also plan on building the Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder, which is the like multi-material unit, which I'm sure is going to be a hell of a time for me to do, but I think it'll be a lot of fun, and that's the printer I plan on putting it on. So yeah, everybody, on that note, I will end it. I know Jacob was trying to go to sleep. I hope everyone has a great day or a great night, and I'll see you guys all